Alright guys, so we're currently in Belleville today. Very warm day, but one of the best opportunities to do a video. We've got a bit of a full house today, a lot of clients. Wanted to show you what we have available. Start on the first floor. So how are you guys feeling about the area? You loving the carpet? No, you're not loving it? What do you like? What do you love about the custom kitchen? What's nice and what's not nice about it?
The wallpaper's not so bad.
The wallpaper. See, you're being nice today. You're being modern. You're being very.
I'm trying to find something nice. You said what's nice, right?
How you doing? You okay? How you doing, little man? How you doing? Let's take a look upstairs.
Possibly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So you can see that someone has some very tasteful decor, and yeah. So this is something like an older person's probably lived here for a long time, and you're gonna have to come in and do a cosmetic rehab. Lovely green carpets, chandelier. I think that probably was very fashionable a long time ago. So I show my clients how to do cosmetic rehabs. We're in Belleville at the moment. This is what I call a cosmetic rehab. Let's try and get everyone outside of the house. All right, guys, when you're finished, meet me around the back. I've got some information for you. We've got a lot of properties to get through today. So, who we missed? All right, if you just shout the other guys and ask them to meet me around the back.
Thank you.
See, everyone's falling in love with the house. They don't want to leave. All right, let's leave this way. Hey, Jamal, we're going to be meeting at the back just to do the education. Jamal? Yeah, we're just going to meet around the back just to do the education, okay? Is there anyone else up there?
No.
Everyone's outside?
We use the restroom.
Okay. Is Jamal outside?
Yes, he is. He's
Okay.
in the back there.
All right, no problem. All right, guys. So education time. Let's see. No, I don't want you to leave yet. Okay, everybody's gonna stay. So tell me good and bad things about this house. Apart from the driveway melting and stuff. So tell me good and bad things about this. Nice layout. Need to be updated. What else? What's good about the house, Brandon?
Everything is intact. I think it's more of a cosmetic.
Cosmetic?
Yeah.
So this is what I call cosmetic rehab. Okay? So cosmetic rehab is that you're using your 203K, kitchen, bathroom, walls and floors. I'm giving you a price point. This is at $499. The one that we just came from was at what price? $635. How many minutes away?
6.
So who's good at maths? 500,000 and 6, did you say 635? So 125,000 difference between the house that we just went to and the one that's here. The house that we just came from was smaller, wasn't it? So you got 130,000 spread if you compare the two houses in regards to how much money you can spend in the work. But this one is bigger, has more potential than the other one. What's probably less desirable here is that the street is less desirable than what we just came from. So we've got to factor that in. But what would you take, this one here or the one that we just came from in Nutley?
This one here.
Okay, why would you take this one? More units? Okay. Gotta pay the mortgage. So tell me what the basement was like. Dry?
One of the corners seems like there's a water issue in the basement.
Water issue, did anyone pick up that? Any water issues in the basement? No? No? Alright, so remember, I know you fell in love with the green carpet and everything else, but where most of the money is spent is where? In the basement. So if your boiler, your furnace, your tank, and you have structural issues, that could cost you all the money in the world. Number two, can the basement be turned into a unit? I haven't gone down there. Can it be turned into a unit? You see, she's been on lots of my tours. Yeah. Where do you live again? East Flatbush? Okay. So Shanique, Talisha, she lives in Flatbush as well and stuff, okay? All right, so there's a big problem out here why I brought you out here. Tell me what the big problem is here. Mr. Investors, there's a problem here. I want you to tell me what this problem is. There's a problem going on here. Because when you're on my investment tour, I want to see if you see what the problem is. Mr. Investors, what's the problem? Problem is that they're not paying attention. What's the...
I don't know you.
No? There's a problem here. I want you to tell me. See, still not. Investors, there's a problem here. What's the problem? I'm doing it purposely. There's a problem right here. There you go. So that's why I bring you on the first tour, to see if you know what you're doing. Okay? So when I came here, what was the first thing I said? That gave it away. Something's going on here. Yeah? So it tells me that there was an oil tank here. Is an oil tank a good or a bad thing? Why is it a bad thing? It's gone. They've taken it out for you. Yeah? So what it is, oil tanks, they may have used oil to power the house in the past, but the fact that they've pulled it out for you is actually a good thing. It kind of messes up your driveway, but at least it's been pulled out. The oil tank is not the problem. It's whether the oil is leaked into the soil. That's what the problem is. Okay? So you're not going to know that until you dig and pull out the oil tank and see if the soil is being contaminated. Many people live in any types of homes and they don't actually know that there's an oil tank there until you do a sweep. Sometimes you bought the house 10 years ago, you didn't do a sweep, you didn't know. It didn't make any difference to you. So it's not the worst. Don't get scared when you see them. The tank is not the problem. It's whether the tank was leaking. All right, so don't get freaked out by the oil tank. Any other problems about this driveway? You don't see it's melting. Like, that's the first thing I'm expecting you to say to me. The driveway is melting. So that's a problem for you when you buy it. Like your kids running around, and that's going to be a problem for you. Okay? So I brought you to Belleville for a reason, for you to see Belleville. So before we were in Nutley as an area, now we're in Belleville. We're going to be going into Bloomfield next. So I want you to get that kind of appetite of the area. You realize that the streets are different to what we go through in other areas, okay? Any questions for me? No questions today? Everyone's being quiet? Or you... Come on, Shani, you normally got a question for me.
Like normally, right in our backyard, we have a drain that brings the water to the city drain.
Okay.
Is it the same in Jersey or no?
Drake. All right, what was her question? She's asking about the drainage in regards to when the water goes onto your property, how does it get into the main drain system? How does the water get into the drain system? How does the water, like when the rain comes, how does it get into the main sewer system? It just runs into the street and then goes into the water system. Yeah? All right. So that's a good question, okay? Okay. Any other questions before we go to the next one? So I'm going to bring you through Bloomfield. I got a 4-family. I'm going to bring you to an East Orange. But today is about getting the areas right, because I need to get you guys hyper focused and get you like hyper focused on the strategy that you want to take. Okay. So let me give you the